Give it here, roll the die.
And we have been reduced to a fish.
Yeah, you are taken from behind.
Ow!
Ooh, my.
Give it here, roll the dice.
Damn it, DK!
10.
Okay.
Right. We pull ourselves Victoria and murder their faces.
Actually, your coin pouch spills open. You lose all of your gold crowns.
What?
Yep.
That's not awesome. I want blood and gore, not to lose all my cash.
Oh wait, would 10 count as a 0 in this case?
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
Yeah, wait, it's me. Okay, I'm wrong. You lose a backpack item of your choice instead.
A backpack item of our choice. Okay, what do we have left? We have the flask of aquas. We have the lantern, the 4 potions of Lamsburg, and the robe.
The flagon of what?
Flask of aquas.
What do they mean?
Yeah, again, due to the vague description I got at the time, all I could manage to write was refreshing.
Well, let's throw them out then.
Right, you lose your bottle of soda water.
Actually, aquas is not a soda, it's just very fresh mineral water, if you have ever bought
Actually,
it.
aqua is the Latin word for water.
Yeah, okay, fine.
So-
If you want to be specific.
I don't care. I have a bottle of aqua store here. But,
Through
I'll
the
use it.
crisscrossed ropes of your net prison, you see the surrounding flock. They are swooping and cawing delightedly, like successful hunters returning home with their captured prey.
They were very thirsty and now drinking our soda.
Above, you can make out the claws and the leathery black bellies of free-winged creatures that are hoisting you ever higher into the rain-swept clouds. You are tempted to use your kite powers to break free and slay your abductors, but a glance below of the rapidly receding ground is enough to dissuade you, at least for now. For more than an hour, the flock transports you northwards through sickly green skies, hundreds of feet above a ceiling of storm clouds.
Urge to rip open stomachs decreasing.
Gradually, this cloud cover thins until you're able to note that the swamp has given way to a tropical jungle, which is thinly veiled by a swirling mist. A river snakes through this dense foliage, winding its way towards a coastline on the horizon. As you approach the distant sea, the river becomes wider and flows into a delta. Your captors follow the river and begins a slow descent to an islet on the eastern side of the delta towards an area near its seaward shore, where the jungle has been hacked down to make room for a primitive settlement. As the flock encircles the settlement prior to landing, you are able to make out a cluster of strange-looking huts, seemingly constructed from the hides of reptiles and the bones of huge fish. In the middle of these huts there is an expanse of cleared ground and a large circular pit. The shrieks of the flies draw an expectant crowd, a score of creatures of 2 distinctly different species. From there they resemble gigantic ants and deformed pale-skinned humanoids. A feeling of dread makes your hand tremble the moment you catch sight of the huge ant-like creatures. You've encountered these insectoids once before, although in a location which could not be more different than the humid jungle settlement in which you are now descending. They are Dentog, giant spine-limbed insectoids who possess ghoulish heads implanted with evil composite eyes. As opposed to good composite eyes, I guess.
No idea.
They are an ancient breed, a cruel creation spawned by North for the armies of the Death Lord of Ixia. It was in the Death Lord's frigid chamber atop the spire of Sogon that you faced these 3 terrible creatures, and you'd hope that your first encounter with them would also be your last. Oh, I remember, they kicked your ass once.
Was it not the ones with the... Oh, I may just remember it wrong, but was it not the ones with the halberds that absolutely annihilated us?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, great. A giant ant with a halberd is going to kick our ass again.
Fate has decreed otherwise. Memories of your ordeal in Ixia suddenly comes flooding back to haunt you. As you recall your previous encounter, you remember that these horrific beings possess strong psychic powers. Forewarned, you draw upon your mental kite defenses as your captors prepare to land with you inside the settlement. Do you wish to use kite screen?
Yeah.
You use your advanced ability to form a shield around your mind as a defense against a possible psychic assault. This precaution proves to be a wise one, for as when it hits the ground, the Dentog unleashes a violent psychic attack in an attempt to weaken and subdue you. You feel the crushing power of the hostile mind force collide with the fabric of your consciousness like a tidal wave that leaves you railing under its impact. Yet your formidable psychic defenses absorb and deflect all of the destructive energy, and you are able to survive the attack with no lasting damage to your psychic senses. Therefore, you lose 1 endurance point.
So we have gone from just being, shall we say, a rock against the tidal wave to a cliff against the tidal wave, and then to a cliff with a damn fortified wall on top of it.
The net spills open as it touches the ground beside the yawning pit, enabling you to disentangle yourself.
Yawning pit.
The yawning pit.
I'm sorry, that doesn't sound threatening in the least.
Yeah, I can sort of agree with Givenir.
Enabling you quickly to disentangle yourself and unsheath a weapon. Freed from the net, but still trembling from the residual effect of psychic shock, you drop to one knee to steady yourself as you try to assess your situation. You look around for a way to escape from this alien settlement, but all that you can see is an encircling wall of hideous humanoid mutants and ant creatures. A tight wedge comprising a dozen of these creatures jibbers excitedly as it rushes forward with frightening speed. You attempt to stand and meet the attack, but they hit you before you are fully upright and knock you headlong into the pit. Cursing your luck, you struggle to your feet amongst a deep cavern.
Where the fuck are we?
A plane of darkness!
Yeah.
Carpet of bones, and look up at the rim of the pit, some 15 feet above. An unbroken line of ghastly faces are shrieking and staring back at you with unconcealed glee. Suddenly, the faces fall silent and a gap appears in the ranks to allow access to the hideous leader. You swallow hard to suppress the rising nausea you feel upon seeing this creature's grotesque features. Its body resembles a huge bloated bubble, endowed with a misshapen humanoid face, like that molded by a child from wet clay. Its pustulent raw skin is studded with warts and tufts of rust-colored hair. Chuckling maniacally, it drags itself around the edge of the pit by means of 6 claw-tipped tentacles, and you note with disgust that it leaves a trail of steaming grey slime wherever it passes. Through its bulb,
we're beneath it.
you can see the steam. Somehow, I don't know. Through its bulbous lower lip there hangs a chain to which is attached an amulet, seemingly crafted of iron. You magnify your vision and see that its inscription on this crude amulet bears the name Nzapok. Instantly recall the text of the Tome of Darkness and realize that this creature must be Nzapok himself, the ruler of this territory within the Plane of Darkness. And there's a picture of him.
Bulbous lips?
You'll see. There's a picture, as I said. I don't know. Is it just me, or is that description of really evil creatures does always come down to a really fat guy?
Not only that, but bulbous means shaped like an onion, if I remember correctly.
Huh.
Yeah, but bulbous is also...
Look.
Yeah, you get a picture now.
Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look and see what is so funny. Okay, computer, please show me what exactly we're doing.
Jabba no wanna.
What the fuck?
Is it just me, or all the new really evil creatures just looking incredibly derpy?
I don't know. I really don't know. But seriously, how?
Doesn't he kind of look like Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry, but when did Ultimate Evil suddenly mean half-melted nerd?
I don't know.
He looks like he's made out of potato mash.
You would know. You would know better about that than me, but yeah, he is revolting. Just putting it like that.
He's actually kind of cute. Can we keep him?
Okay.
I'm sure. Maybe he can flip burgers with those tentacles.
Well, maybe not. We might end up killing him accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not accidentally. We might actually end up killing him on purpose.
On the other hand, you have...
But if we don't kill him, yeah, you can keep it, okay?
In any case, Nzapok opens his crooked mouth to reveal several rows of rotting jagged teeth.
I can't see them. No.
Then words of the dark tongue rumble from his gullet to send shivers down your spine. You suspect that he is commanding his followers to slay you, and your worst fears are confirmed when you witness spears being passed overhead to the front ranks of his chaos horde. The humanoids snatch them up in their twisted hands and raise them in readiness to hurl at you upon the word of command from their hellish leader. Do you wish to use Magi magic?
Is this guy
Yeah.
singing?
No, I would very much like to sit and dangle here and be killed outright, but no, yeah, let's do that.
Is he singing?
I'm pretty sure he is. Why?
Because you said that the words rumble from his gullet, from his stomach, which is the only time where I remember anyone telling me that I should use my stomach to make for my voice. But either that or he speaks through his stomach rather than through his mouth.
I don't know. With your back pressed hard against the wall of the pit, you quickly recite the words of the old kingdom spell, Shield, as you draw a circle in the air above you, directly above your head. Nzapok growls the order to his minions, and immediately a clattering deluge of spears rains down upon you. Most shatter on the hit the invisible barrier you have created, but some ricochets off the pit wall and their sharp tips gorge your flesh. Give an ear roll a die, and add 2 for having a semblance.
Okie dokie. Rolling.
Rolling on a river.
4.
In total?
You wince as one spear tip gouges a channel of flesh from the back of your left thigh and another bites into your right shoulder. Lose 4 endurance points. Fortunately, the pain soon recedes as your natural curing skills act to staunch the bleeding. You survive the first volley, but your ordeal is far from over. As soon as the front rank hurls the spears, they retreat to let those behind them come forward to take their place at the rim of the pit. With cool defiance, you stare back at this new rank of mutant. This time you count more than 30 spears held ready to be hurled at you upon Nzapok's command, far more than you can hope to avoid at once, even with the aid of magic. Yet despite your overwhelming awe, you refuse to show this loathsome spawn any sign of weakness or despair. You offer a silent prayer to the god kind to protect you, and then suddenly recall part of a script of the Tome of Darkness that told of a secret name which can bind Nzapok when spoken aloud. This name could be the key to your survival, yet you have no time left to retrieve the book from your backpack. If you are to use this secret name, you must try to recall from memory. Is it Hulka, Kula, or Luka?
It was cooler. Because it reminds me of the Danish word cooler.
You shout the word Kula, and the effect is both immediate and electrifying. Nzapok freezes as if she suddenly turned to stone, and a sheen of grey ice appears on his foul-smelling, blubbery skin. Then the iron amulet is hanging by a chain from his lower lips begins to pulsate with an eerie green light. The Chaos Horde are at first stunned by their leader's transformation. Then shock rapidly becomes a blind panic and they turn and flee, dropping their spears and trampling each other in the scramble to get away. Swiftly you climb the wall of the pit, and as you pull yourself over the edge, you see the mass of humanoids and ant creatures swarming across a bridge which leads to a neighboring delta island. Once the last few are across, a rope is pulled and the middle section of the bridge drops away into the river to prevent you from pursuing them. Wow,
Yeah.
those guys lost their nerve quickly.
Yeah, you might say that.
Confident that the Horde no longer possess any threat, you return your gaze to its frozen leader. Nzapok is completely immobile except for his eye, which blazed with a potent mix of fear and hatred. You sense that this once all-powerful being is terrified that you will now enact your revenge upon his helpless body.
Well,
Oh
What?
my!
Oh god!
sorry folks out there, even I cannot keep this any attendant innocent.
Wait, did nobody proofread this? What the hell?
He's completely at our mercy, and we gotta take advantage of it. That's
Not really. I mean, good God, man. Why?
I'm sorry,
Do that?
I can defend the use of shaft all over these books. There's a lot of things I can defend, but seriously, did nobody read this and say, you know what, this sounds really wrong?
we might just sink our blade really deep into him.
If you wish...
Give
Alright, so do you wish to unsheath your weapon and use it upon him?
Giggity.
Why was I raised on the internet besides my parents?
Or do you just wish to take the amulet which hangs from his mouth? Or just ignore him and the amulet?
Amulet,
take the
please.
amulet.
Yeah, let's take the amulet.
Amulet. And then the giggling girl in our group can, well, keep the chain and drag you along as a pet.
You hook a line of the chain upon the tip of your weapon and wrench the amulet free from Interpok's frozen lip.